This is called Banned and Controversial Foods. Let's learn.
Hey Majors, so I'd like to start off with a little biology lesson. When a
blinded.
species finds itself living on an island, it can start to evolve in strange ways based on the different pressures applied by the new environment. This is called island syndrome, and while it can manifest in
My god, it's a long neck cow. Controversial foods? I wonder if a certain cheese will be mentioned? Please no. Please no. Good Enough has even more out-of-pocket animation. I've never heard of them. Controversial foods? Now that's my kind of jam, all puns intended. It is cow suya, but with a long neck.
a lot of ways. The biggest driving force is often a lack of predators. For
What the
example,
frig?
the dodo lost its ability to fly since there was nothing to flee from. The
The
saint killed a
dodo
field mouse got
bird!
twice as big since it no longer had to hide. And with no one
Really?
around to bully them, the Sardinians started putting maggots in their cheese. Meet
No. No. What? Okay. Get ready for some maggot cheese. Let's go. Let's go.
Kazumartsu, literal translation, rotten cheese. It's made by taking a perfectly good wheel of pecorino and letting a special type of fly lay eggs in it. The fly babies then work to partially digest the cheese, rendering it goopy and wet and maybe quite tasty and worm-filled. Now, cheese as a concept is already quite suspect. It's clotted milk that you fill with bacteria and mold and let sit for a while. But cheese is safe and delicious. Cheese is my friend. I trust cheese. So my guard would be down around Kazumartsu. I've learned to look past a cheese's childhood. Strange upbringings are what give them their character. But it turns out, those maggots are still alive. And if you don't chew well enough, they can cause enteric myiasis, which is a fancy term for fly larvae living in your intestines. Symptoms are similar to food poisoning, except with the added psychic pain of knowing that, again,
oh my god, it gets worse. Oh my god, it gets worse. Ow. I'm gonna get worse. Oh my god, I'm gonna puke. I'm going to vomit all over my desk. No wonder it's banned even in the US. Welcome to our learning more about maggot cheese. That's what I want to know. Why would anyone eat this? Why would anyone eat this? Who looks at this and they see all the wiggly little maggots and they're like, I'm going to put that in my mouth and eat it. Yes.
and your bowels are full of squiggly new friends. It's for this reason that Kazumartsu is banned in the EU and elsewhere. A black market still exists, which is wild, and it's not a small one. In 2019, the illicit Kazumartsu trade was estimated to be worth 2 to 3 million euros annually. Personally, I would just do it prohibition style, like definitely don't put these fly eggs on this sumptuous wheel of pecorino. But if you do, you absolutely shouldn't keep it warm and damp for a week. But although it's traditional to leave the larvae alive when you eat your maggot cheese, some consumers still prefer them dead, shockingly. In that case, one puts the cheese in a sealed bag, and when the maggots run out of oxygen, they writhe around and fling themselves all over the place. This is heard as a distinct pitter-patter against the walls of the bag, and when the sound stops, the contents are ready to eat, like popcorn. Shark fin soup is one most of us have heard about already, mostly in reference to its effect on shark populations and the wastefulness that goes into making it. Until recently, though, I never looked into the nature of the dish itself. I figured, right, the fins are just the only part of the shark worth eating. Big whoop, it's probably not much different from, like, swordfish. Apparently, though, I had it backwards. Shark fins aren't even meat. They're made almost entirely of cartilage and collagen. They are the last part we should be eating. That's why it's only made into soup, because without being soaked in broth, it has zero flavor or nutritional value on its own. Their only redeeming quality.
Like this side looked actually kind of like an egg drop soup if I didn't know any better. But this one on the right looks gross. I've never had shark fin stuff. It's one of those things I would love to try eventually. I cannot. I'm not very adventurous with my food. I'm not very adventurous with them.
Their only redeeming quality is their unique mouthfeel due to how stringily the collagen grows in structures called ceratotrichia. The texture has been described as somewhere between chewy and crunchy, which I find describes most things, actually. Other adjectives present on Wikipedia include snappy, gelatinous, and sinewy. The exact sensation of eating this substance remains a mystery to me, and the unintended side effect of all this research is that I now really want to try it. Like, it's a big trade. I've got to be the one that's wrong. There is imitation shark fin soup available, but I've already decided that it's not nearly as good. So I've come up with a compromise to this controversy. Everyone on Earth gets just one bite. Say there's 10 bites to a fin, 4 fins to a shark, 200 million sharks die, sure, a necessary casualty, but then we can end the practice forever. All done.
What?
You can finally rest, Mr. Ming. Come here, baby. Aw. Aki. What? Aki. Where? Aki. The aki is a fruit originally from West Africa, which is most commonly associated with Jamaican cuisine, where it appears in such dishes as aki and saltfish. These alien kidneys here are called the arils, and they're the only part of the fruit that's actually eaten. The flavor is on the savory side, being described as kind of nutty or bean-like. What makes the aki controversial, though, is the effects it can cause when prepared improperly.
Ugh. Beef tendons in dishes here are very similar with the shark fin texture. Oh, really? Damn. Unnecessary casualty that is a sacrifice he is willing to make. Isn't that like all the sharks? 200 million is a lot. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a lot. I actually had shark empanadas years ago when I went to Cancun, and they were really, really good. Damn, okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's not something that I would try. I don't think. It looks weird. And these also look weird. These they look like lungs. It looks like lungs to me.
They're the only part of the fruit that's actually eaten. Their flavor is on the savory side, being described as kind of nutty or bean-like. What makes the aki controversial, though, is the effects it can cause when prepared improperly. If the arils are allowed to completely ripen, they're harmless. But if you eat them too early, or don't thoroughly clean off all the non-aril stuff, they can cause Jamaican vomiting sickness. This disease doesn't sound real. It sounds like it belongs next to Eastern sweats and Tangerian bone grindings. But that's actually an official term, and as for symptoms, it does what it says on the tin. Plus maybe death. While aki-based products aren't outright illegal in the United States, they are very tightly regulated, and the raw fruit itself cannot be imported. So if you're American and want to try it, your options are fully cooked canned aki or going to Florida, where a few people grow it domestically. Next we have bird's nest soup. This is another one that I've vaguely heard of, and for years I just assumed the name was a playful metaphor, like ants on a log or shit on a shingle. Turns out, nope, this dish contains—
Wait! What is shit on a shingle? Hold on. Shit on a shingle. Shit on a shingle, also known as creamed chipped beef on toast. This shit on a shingle recipe. Oh. Shit on a shingle is chipped beef in country gravy on toast. Oh. White gravy with sausage on bread. Okay, that sounds good. But why do you call it shit on a shingle? What the hell? Yeah, careful looking that up. Reddit drives me crazy with that. Yeah. What the hell? I mean, this one looks kind of good. The one in the video looked questionable. Toast looks like a shingle and it's a bunch of shit on it. Ah, okay. Guess it looked like a shit on a shingle, I guess. What is this? A branch soup?
It's an actual bird nest, not like a pile of twigs like I was picturing, but rather a specific type of nest only made by certain species of swiftlets. These nests are mostly made out of mucins, which are a set of proteins that, among other things, serve to thicken all those wonderful secretions our bodies make. There's a little bit in human saliva, a little bit more in mucus, and in swiftlet saliva, look out, pal. So all the swiftlet does is it finds a nice wall, starts laying out fat strings of slobber, which dry, and eventually she's got a nice place to roost. That is, right up until some gourmand says, today I crave bird spit. You can keep the eggs though. And they then reconstitute it back into its original.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that looks so gross. The bird spit in it. Would you like some bird spit soup? It's delicious. we do that to bees too. Looks like MRE apple jelly. Now that you said it looks like apple jelly, it doesn't look as gross anymore. Except if I think of what it actually is, then it looks gross, but the apple jelly is fine. Touch this shit I'm out. Ew. Hold on. What is it? Can we find, like, pictures here too? Oh, it just looks gross everywhere. Oh my god, it looks gross. Gross. How do people eat this stuff? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but how? How? There are still quite a few pieces of nest left at my house. I'll show a pic of them later in Discord. Wait, Swan, is it this nest that this video is talking about? Oh,
gelatinous texture. Unfortunately, these nests can't enter the US since, believe it or not, eating bird saliva is a great way to catch bird flu. And now the time has come to speak of the ortolan. The ortolan is a kind of bunting, which is a sort of passerine, which is a type of bird. They're birds. Like many animals, they have a long history of being eaten by the French. But what separates the ortolan from your average squab or pheasant is the unique way in which it is prepared and eaten. They're typically caught with nets and kept in the dark, which causes them to overeat for some reason. Once it's about twice as fat, the entire bird is then thrown into a container of brandy, alive, and sealed in. While this serves to marinate the creature, it also drowns in the process, thereby killing one bird with no stones. The ortolan is then roasted, plucked, and presented whole to the consumer, who inserts the carcass into their mouth, feet first. As they chew, one hand continues holding the bird's head, while the other picks out the larger bones. This whole ritual is usually performed with a towel or large napkin over one's head. There's a few explanations for the purpose of the towel. Some say it's just there to keep the aromas in, while others say it's there to, quote, shield from God's eyes the shame of such a decadent and disgraceful act. Yeah, this one,
bro,
he
can still see.
Actually. Notable fans of this dish include, not joking, Bill Cosby and the guy who invented the lobotomy.
Why? Why? Why do people do this? This is something the Dark Elder would do. This is something out of Little Nightmares. Yeah, there is a special seat in hell for these people. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I don't get it. This is why the foie gras, or friggin' however the hell you say it, is the same disgusting thing they do to, like, ducks, I think it is, or something. Or what, I don't, maybe it's geese, I don't even know. I don't know, but it's disgusting, and I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Why do you have to do it this way? It's literally just cruelty. Ugh. Foie gras? Yeah, sure, yep. What Eli said. The French are all part of a big cult, confirmed. The worst part about all of these foods is that I can understand his desire to try them because I want to try them. No, Teagle. No, they look gross though. They look gross. How? How? I could not. I don't think there's been a single food on here that I would want to try. Don't lie, we all know you would choose the cheese. No! I would not. I would not choose it. My opinion, foie gras isn't that bad since my culture has a history of eating livers. It's the way they got it that was controversial. Yeah. Yeah. Like, is there an, what do you call it, ethical way of making it? Because then I don't care. It's just the way that it's made that I know of is a no for me. It's a definite no for me.
To be part of that social club. Our mission is to eat birds whole and then make people not remember things. Killing ortolans was banned across the EU in 2007, not for any ethical reason, but because French people did this so much that the entire ortolan population was threatened. Thankfully, as of 2018, their conservation status is under least concern, so hopefully the French can get back to it soon.
Cute.
Anyway, that's all I have for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Those birds were so cute. Welcome back, Warped. Yeah, I think if I had to choose one, it would be the Aki. That's the one that I would try. All the other ones are a huge no. Absolutely not. What about you guys? What about you, Fluffles? Which one would you try? Unless you would try all of them, whatever. I'd try the Aki fruit, might die vomiting, but I'd rather that over eating a bird. Same. I would rather that over any of the other things in this. I'm already used to the bird's nest soup. I'll try the shark fin soup. Okay. Alright. Fair. What you mean? Bird jelly sounds so peak? Oh, no, but it's like bird spit jelly. No, that's gross. That's gross.